do some pranayama practice here. So, studying pranayama, it's kind of nice to learn the ins and outs and names and whatnot of some stuff that I've been using for a while. And what I'm going to share here, this practice is, I've been calling it tactical breathing. I use it in situations where I'm disturbed. Okay, old spiritual axiom. If I'm disturbed, if there's something wrong, well, there's something wrong with me. Whether it's, I got something wrapped around the rear axle, there may be external source, I'm irritated about somebody or something or whatever, or maybe an internal source, monkeys in the kitchen breaking plates, ego committee telling lies, that sort of thing. Whatever, if there's a disturbance in the force, I got to get right and get centered and balanced. And breathing is, I pause, I ask, I watch, and everything starts with the breath. So there's a breathing technique I use, and it's made up, it's a sequence, and it's made up of 3 types of pranayama, with one of them being repeated twice. First one, Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing. Nadis are the channels in our body through which our energy flows. This energy, it's different cultures call it different things. Some cultures it's chi, some prana. This part of the world we call it spirit. So consider your blood vessels, veins, and arteries, and they're all through the body, and blood courses and flows through them as it leaves the heart, through the lungs, to the body, and back again. Think of your nervous system. It branches and runs, little highways of nerves all over. Nadi's no different. They're all through the body, and they carry our essence. So Nadi Shodhana is designed to clean, balance, and tune the nadis. The second technique in the sequence is called samavriti. Sama means equal or even. Vritti is action or movement. And it's just even breathing, meaning inhales, puchaka, retention on the inhale. What is that? Tara, kumbhaka. Exhales, richaka. And then retention on the exhales, baya, kumbhaka. Old fancy words, just meaning inhale, hold, exhale, hold. They're all for the same amount of time. I tend to use a 4 count, sometimes longer, The third technique in the sequence, or the third segment in the sequence, is called Visama Vritti. So it's just uneven. So inhales and holds and exhales and holds are for different amounts of time, different counts. Generally it goes on like a 1, 4, 2, 1 aspect. So if we're doing a 4 count, inhale for 4, hold 16, exhale 8, hold 4. Okay? And then for the final segment in the series, I go back to samavriti, but I eliminate the retentions. There's no retentions. It's just puraka, richaka, inhale, exhale, even in, even out. But on the exhale, there's a hum. I'm exhaling through my nose, but humming. I like this hum to vibrate right about anahata, a little higher, just above the heart, all the way up. The Shuddha, Ajna, Sahasrara, a nice vibration. I like to feel that hum. I'm not vocalizing, I'm vibrating the sound. Uh, but this sequence, it's real hard to think about other stuff if I'm focused on the breath. Watching the breath, feeling the breath, observing, counting the breath. So it brings me into a mindful state, like fast track into meditation, if you will. So there's some quick demonstrations of the segments here. And we'll start with that Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana, I'm sitting. We always want to clear, so just clear it out before we start, but this is just an example. I'm going to take my right hand up in front of my face, these first two fingers, index finger and middle finger. I'm going to place them right there on Ajna, third eye, right between my eyebrows. And then my ring finger and pinky are off one side, thumb on the other. I'm going to begin by closing my right nostril with my thumb, breathe in through my left nostril. Then I'm going to switch. I'm going to close my left nostril, exhale through my right. Now, in through my right, switch out through my left. And that's one cycle, okay? In through one nostril, out through the other, in through the other, out through the first one. That's one cycle. And this is just one variation, in, out, in, out. There's different stages of this, but that's the one we'll be using for this sequence. And there we go to Samavriti. I'm going to be using a 4-count today. So inhale through the nose, out through the nose, kind of in the chest. So in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Out. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. That's one cycle. In, hold, out, hold. That's one rep. If we're doing bench press, that's one rep. Okay? Then we go to the uneven breathing. So I'm going to, through the nose, in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? That's one cycle. In, hold, out, hold. There's 4 aspects. The final segment, again, go back to even breathing, but it's just inhales and exhales. Exhale is a hum, so it's in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Just like that, okay? So, Nadi Shodhana. I'm going to do probably 2 cycles of that. Samavriti. I'm going to do probably 4 cycles of that. And then Visamavriti. I'm only going to do 2 of that because it's going to spike energy a little bit. And again, I want to bring energy up. I want to elevate I want to bring the vibrational frequency up, but I'm not looking to go run around a few miles, so I don't want to get jacked up. Just maybe 2 on that. Maybe 1. A lot of this is intuitive on how it feels. And then that final, even breathing in and out, probably going to be 4 on those. And you're going to find that count I had, ba, 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 that's kind of the tempo I pretty much use when I'm breathing. Asana, Pranayama, even meditative. That's kind of the tempo that I've found that I groove with. Your tempo very well may be different. As always with these practices that I share with you, I'm only offering guidance through generic instruction. You're going to take this, make it your own. Now, fine-tune it, customize it to your needs, and take the generic suggestion I give you and turn it into something very sweet and personal for yourself. So those are the examples and the ins and outs and the science of it. I'll run through one practice. I'm not going to count out loud. I'm just going to go through, and I don't know if the microphone's picking up the sound of my breath, but hopefully it is. You know, I'm going to find a seated position here. I'm trying to figure out what's working for me. I like Siddhasana is kind of what I like when I'm sitting, but yeah, I just want to be grounded, stable. How's this, Sam? Is this working for you? All right, brother. You want to breathe with me? Yeah, you got your tempo, I know. Now, hand placement is what it is. I'm going to probably take a mudra with my left because my right's going to be working a little bit. You know, sometimes folks want to sit like this. Garuda mudra is cool. There's this really cool Kundalini mudra, Anjali mudra. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Find what works for you. Just get settled in. Close my eyes. I'm going to do some cleansing breaths, just big in the nose. Deep, steady, long exhale. Let's get another one of those deep, deep breath in. Just surrender it out. We'll begin. when it's complete, end of the sequence, sit still, let my breath move naturally, just let it move as it does. And as it moves naturally, I just observe any sensation. I just observe, stare, any thoughts. No attachment, no bias. Just watching, like watching a movie. Just blink the eyes open. And you may have noticed on an inhale when I retain at the top of the inhale, my body engaging, and I'm just engaging bandhas, just locks, energy locks in the body. Not really going into that much in this video. If you're familiar with bandhas and it's part of your practice, I'm hitting all three. And I get to the inhale, when I go into that retention at the top of the inhale, I'm starting at the root, getting the core, taking the chin lock. Mula, Uddiyana, Jadar. Locking it up. So yeah, like I said, it's real hard to think about any of that nonsense. You're just looking at your breath, controlling your breath, observing it, counting it, feeling it. You know, this guy, David G., he calls it pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupt. You know, life hits us with pattern interrupt all the time. Generally, it's an uncomfortable interruption. But we can create our own pattern interrupt. So again, when things are crazy, feel a disturbance, time for pattern interrupt. Pause. Ask. Watch. Listen. All that is done with breath. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. If you got any questions or comments, just throw them in the comments section, and I'll get back with you.